Hey guys, Adeptus Red Hood here. Today I'm going to show you how to paint a Dark Angel. Okay, first off, what you want to do is you want to, well, what I do first is spray paint the model black so it gets a nice dark undercoat. Yeah, that's the first step. Second is you want to get Dark Angel's green, or as I understand it, the new one is Caliban green. Now that paint is bigger than the model, but that's because they weren't next to each other. Which is why you're probably going, oh, I see, perception. Tricked me again, I see. Haha. Okay, I'm using a tank brush for this because, you know, they're just full green. If it was a different colour, more precise, then I would be more delicate, but yeah. Okay, so you just want to cover that completely. Knock the camera. I really need to get a camera stand, this is just awful. If you can hear building noise, that's my neighbours, they're being complete tools whilst using tools, which is brilliant. Okay, as you can see, it's probably a bit bright now, you can see most of the green on there. What we're going to do now is clean your brush, because that always helps. Cleaning, 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 brush has got to be clean, clean brush. Yeah, now I can't dry the bloody thing. Okay. Waiting for this to dry now. Well, it probably is dry. That's a good thing about Games Workshop paints, they dry really quickly. What you're going to do, I can't speak, blast. You're going to get Nuln oil, get a bit of that on your brush. Again, I'm using a tank brush, it spreads out more. Of course, you don't need that much, so closing that. Just spread it all on the model. You can tell the bits it's covered because it's going to be wet for a bit. Okay, now that's completely covered. I'm again going to dry my brush. I just need to wait for that to dry, but I'm going to speed it up by putting it in front of my fan. Okay, I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, now the model is pretty much dry. Yeah, it looks a lot darker, but we're going to fix that in a bit. But right now we're going to need to do a almost highlight, but it's an easier how I do it with dry brushing. Now you're going to need to use Saddam green or something. Oh, Mott green. Sorry, I can't read. Well, I can read. It's just I'm not wearing my reading glasses. Probably should, but they don't help me. Okay. Get that on your brush, but you're thinking, whoa, that's a lot. Well, you're right, it is. So you get your tissue and you wipe all of it off. Well, not all of it, you know what I mean. Right down to the last bit. Okay, and now as you can see, there's barely any on there. And we're just going to dry brush this all over the model. This is going to take a while. I probably should have left a bit more on my brush. Oh well. Okay, so that was a light dry brush, and it's not really done much, but it's actually done a lot. Okay, as you can see, or probably can't see because there is no light. There you go. Let's put a bit of mott green everywhere. I'm just going to finish doing the highlight because it's going to take a long time filming. Okay, now I've covered it with the dry brush. As you can see, it stands out a bit more, and it's covering all of it pretty much. But you just want the edges. So what we're going to do now is, in fact, cover bits of it. I'll cover the main bits with, again, Dark Angels green or Caliban green. I would recommend buying the new paint set. It's just that, you know, I personally don't see anything wrong with the old one. So you don't need to cover all the bits, you know, just key bits. This is also a very slow process. Obviously I'm not being very delicate at the moment, because the camera's at a very hard position. And I've got to keep this video under 10 minutes, otherwise YouTube won't let me upload it. Okay, now it's covered, I need to quickly, what I mean quickly, do the weapon. What I use is Mechrite Red and Red Gore. I use Mechrite Red as a base for the actual weapon. So this is the first thing that needs to go on. Okay. This doesn't need to go on all of the weapon. That probably sounded a bit loud, I went too close to the camera. Just the bits that stand out at the top. Also, this is not a proper way to do it, so it's not a Games Workshop verified. This is just a way I've done it myself, but I will tell you the proper way to do it in a sec. Okay, You can also do the same with the eyes, but instead of using red gore as a second layer thing, use blood red, or as it's now called, Evil Sun's Scarlet. Okay, that's gonna dry really quickly. Dry. Okay, that's dried. Now, one layer of red gore. Okay, that's drying again. Now you're going to need to get your dry brushes ready. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, now if you're into highlighting, you can stay tuned for this bit. So I'm going to highlight it by using Mott Green again, but this time it'll appear brighter because it's a solid colour and not a dry brush. Honestly, I have no idea how to highlight or anything like that. That's mostly because I don't do it, I just leave it out and do heavy dry brushes instead. Well, yeah. Anyway, I'm a crap at highlighting, so you don't have to do that. If you know how to highlight it however you want. You know, I just have no idea. Last bit is the gun. All you need to do for that really is iron breaker and Nuln Oil. Or you could just dry brush it with iron breaker and then you don't need to wash it at all. Okay, stay tuned for more videos. Sorry this one's such a disappointment, you know. I just had no idea what I was doing. Watch, if you want to see more exciting videos, either watch Warboss Tay or Apple Squig. They do amazing videos. So stay tuned.